Hey everyone, what is going on? As you can see, roof is all prepped. Hitting my head on things. But going to be dipping the roof of the car. I'm going to be using some of the rustoleum brand stuff. Going to try to use a semi-gloss. So, already took the steps to wash. I just used like dish soap so that way there's no wax in the car soap or anything like that. So I just used a regular like Dawn dish soap. Washed the roof, taped everything off, and prepped the surface. Just make sure it's nice and dry, no dirt, a little bit of no wax. And picked up 3 cans of this, and I'm gonna pull the car outside and we'll start spraying. As you can see, there's lots of scratch marks. Clear's messed up in a lot of spots. Typical old Dodge stuff. Clear was really bad up here, so I did sand away that clear. Ideally, the car will eventually be painted, repainted this color. Don't have time for that now. Going to a show in a couple weeks, the Steel City Finest down at between PNC Park and Heinz Field. So I kind of wanted to fix the roof so there's not like gray splotches and stuff, just to make it look a little bit better. So this stuff, I did a little test patch. It should match the lip and the vents on the sides to give that like glossy-ish sheen to it, so it should match hopefully. And like I said, I wanted to go with the Plasti dip stuff so that way it can be pulled off and the car can be painted in the future once I find a good trunk. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna pull the car out and we'll get started. All right, so shake it well. First coat goes on thick. This stuff says to do it. Do 1 coat, 8 to 12 inches, just like regular paint. It's only going to cover about half of it on the first one, and then do 5 minutes between coats. And then once you're done with all your coats, preferably you do about 4 at minimum. I'm probably going to hope to do 6 is my goal. Then you'll peel all the tape off, and then it takes about 4 hours to fully cure and dry. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start spraying this stuff. So it'll take a little while, but I can see it starting to cover. So I'll get back after the first coat. All right, so this is the first coat. You can still see a lot of the purple through it. It's still pretty opaque, but yeah. Started dipped, no dip, and once you get around to doing the whole roof, this side's already ready for another coat. So let me get it going. It's about 4 coats, both cans. Got 1 more can and throw on there, then we'll pull the tape off. So I only used about half the last can here. Give it about 8 coats altogether. Now we're gonna peel it all off. It's still drying, which is good, because you want to get this off before it cures to the tape. So I'm gonna start peeling off. Here's a little before. All right, so there it is. There are spots that are still drying, but for the most part, that's dipped. This is what I've been trying to do with vinyl wrap and failing in the past. And hopefully once it dries, we will, I'll be able to get the sunroof better once it's dry. But I'm hoping that it dries like the satin area, so that way it matches the lip. And there's some imperfections in it, but for the most part, I think it looks all right. So now I'm gonna get some quick detailer and stuff, and try to get some of this overspray off. You can see it just kind of, you can see it on the sticker here, it'll rub right off. So with a little bit of quick detailer, I will be able to clean off all the overspray from areas like you know, here. And get that all taken care of. So I'm gonna work on cleaning this up a little bit. We'll let this dry and I'll come back. All right, so here is the finished. They're still wet in some spots, but for the most part, pretty good. I used the gutter roof line. This side I actually messed up. It started to dry and pulled on the tape. I didn't pull the tape off fast enough, but as you can see, the rear roof just continues to the quarter, so I just followed the gutter line to the window. I think it turned out pretty nice. Had a few issues with some bugs and stuff, but didn't want to paint in the house because my garage is connected to the house, so I'd get fumes everywhere. But for the most part, I think it turned out real nice. The satin should match the poly of the lip, which is what I was hoping. And yeah, there's still some wet spots, but for the most part, as it's drying, it's getting more and more even. There's still some wet spots back here, but for a gloss, it's kind of semi-gloss, just how this one actually was. But got most of the overspray off, still a little bit here. Car needs clay barred, not that big of a deal. But like up front, I was working on the front, got everything off the front. You saw that before. And car will just need washed and clay barred once that's all set. So I'm trying to get in the yard here to get you guys a better view. But yeah, don't think it looks too bad with the black roof. If I really like it and the dip doesn't stand up, I'll just get it wrapped. But eventually I would like to get the whole car painted once I find the trunk. So I think it turned out pretty decent for 30 bucks. I just wish I was a little bit quicker getting the tape off. But yeah, came out pretty decent. I'd do it again. I don't know if I'd ever do wheels, but doing a flat surface like a hood or roof, wing or trunk probably work out pretty well. So let me know what you guys think, and I'm gonna finish cleaning up. But that's pretty much it. So that was the rustoleum stuff I used this time. So let me know what you guys think. The only thing that I thought was weird is I don't remember the duplicolor Plasti dip doing it. Is the rustoleum Plasti dip, when the can would start to get to near the empty, I would get little like bits of string of like the, you know, the coating coming out with no color. It was kind of weird. No matter how I shook the can, when it was getting near the end, that happened. But eventually it just all blended in anyway. So it wasn't too big of a deal. It was kind of odd. The duplicolor didn't do that as far as I remember. But hope you guys like this little video. So until next time.